Okie dokie. So it looks like we're live. Hello there, chat and the Bri Hive. We have Legal Bites, Alita from Legal Bites joining us today to talk about the Mariah Carey copyright infringement case. And so today we're going to be going over the complaint. For those of you who do not know me, I am Boss Attorney Bri. On my channel, we cover celebrity lawsuits and we also cover trademark and copyright lawsuits. This one just happens to be a mix between them both, a celebrity copyright lawsuit. And so if you do not know me, that's who I am. And we have a leader from Legal Bites joining me. Do you want to introduce yourself to the channel? I know a lot of people came to my channel from your channel, so they already probably know you, but take some time to introduce yourself.
Sure. So if you don't know me, hi, my name is Alita. I'm a lawyer and I run the channel Legal Bites, and we cover a lot of similar kind of pop culture sort of trials and conflicts and whatnot. Just finished covering the Depp v. Heard trial. If you haven't heard about it, but otherwise, lots of stuff in pop culture and current events, I should say. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, just the way that I run my chat, I like to pop up some chats to just kind of introduce the people that are popping in. And then we're going to jump right into the complaint. For those of you who do not know the topic of today's case, basically, Mariah Carey got sued. What was that? On Friday for her hit song All I Want for Christmas Is You that came out in 1994. So I'm very interested to look at this complaint. I haven't looked at it all the way. I'm not sure how they're going to be able to go forward with this case almost 30 years later.
Yeah, my first two thoughts are statute of limitations and latches. Most people know
Yeah.
about statute of limitations, right? It's basically that you only have a certain number of years to file a claim, and 20 years seems like a long time, right? The other one is latches, which basically means it's kind of similar to statute of limitations, but basically it means that like you waited so long to file this claim that it has now disadvantaged the other party, that they could have done things to minimize damages, to minimize the harm and all that kind of stuff. So, but hey, Rob, Lawn Lumber in the chat. How's it going?
Yeah, I did. If Rob, if you want to join, let me know. I can send you the link. I just didn't invite everyone today because I've just been MIA, honestly. So I didn't want to just drop my stream and I've been missing in action. So if you want to join, just let me know. Yeah, but as far as latches, I know like sometimes you can bring it up in copyright cases and other times you cannot. They are filing in the District of Louisiana, Eastern District of Louisiana. So I'm wondering if that's one of the jurisdictions where you can't use latches. But the statute of limitations still apply. So, like I said, I think it's going to be a pretty hard one to get. And like we're saying 20 years, but it's closer to 30 years, 1994. We have 2 more years till 30 years.
Oh my
So
gosh.
let me just say hi to some people. I see some more people joining as members. We have Deacon Fatal coming in saying, I'm trying to figure out how they did unless they were a musician. That is the only way I can see it done. And I'm assuming talking about the copyright infringement. Yes. So I actually linked, and I hope I saved it. I linked the two different songs down below. I'm not going to actually play it on the stream because I don't want to get, any copyright claims. I have one that's still pending from TMZ. So I'm a little scared right now. But yes, this is a different artist. I thought it was going to be a guy singing it, but it was actually a woman singing. And the songs just do not sound similar to me. Have you had a chance to listen to them, Alita?
Nothing other than the All I Want for Christmas Is You. And even like the way that they sing All I Want for Christmas Is You is completely different.
Yes,
There's
completely.
literally literally nothing that's the same between these two songs.
None of the lyrics cross over, but All I Want for Christmas Is You. And so I actually tried to look up who was the first person to say All I Want for Christmas Is You, and the only thing that pops up is Mariah Carey's song. So I don't even know if it was it a saying in 1994 or before then. But usually you can't trademark just like a one-liner or a title of a song.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's got to be a little bit more than that typically. I mean, and also there usually should be some kind of an analysis of like at least, I don't know. I mean, I don't think you can copyright chord progressions, but like you know like the overall melody, I think the melody you can copyright, but there's got to be some kind of an analysis to that, right? So yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll
I
be
don't know.
I'm assuming I don't want to give away too much before we go through the complaint because I'd rather if you plan to actually go through the details in the complaint, I'd rather say more later.
Yeah, exactly. So we are going to go over the complaint. I haven't fully read it. I just kind of skimmed it. So we might get into some boring parts of the complaints, but the good thing is that it's a pretty short complaint. So we won't be here all night like some of these other ones that have been 30 pages, 60 pages. Uh,
Mhm.
Law and Lumber says, Bri and Bri Hive, hi, and hi, Alita. Now I can do shop work while listening to my friends. Honestly, the coolest thing ever. Well,
It
thank you
is
for
fun.
joining in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to learn how to. He makes some pretty cool stuff. I want to learn how to do it, but I don't have time right now.
I know. I know. I don't, yeah. And I definitely don't have the ability to really buy the tools necessary to build the stuff that he does. Not yet. One of these days, Mr. Bites and I will be probably settled in like one space and not moving
Yeah.
every few years. And that'll be the time when like I'll be very happy to like build real cat hotels and like that kind of like stuff. And like buy real tools and anyway.
Yeah, I'm just not
I'm going
creative.
on a tangent.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So let's pop into the complaint actually right now. So we can just got kind of get a move on what they're talking about here. What are you guys really alleging? So we have this oh, let me make it bigger because it may not be too small to you guys, but it looks small to me. So I'm going to make it bigger for you. Okay. So we have the complaint, and it's in the Eastern District of Louisiana, like I said earlier. And it's this person, Andy Stone, versus Mariah Carey. We have Walter, I'm going to mess this up, Afanashi Sif, Sony Music Entertainment, and Sony Corporation of America. So basically, Mariah Carey as the singer. I think she also co-wrote the song along with this Walter guy, and then Sony as the producer of the song. So this is a complaint for copyright infringement, unjust enrichment, and misappropriation in Lanham Act violation. But I still don't like the unjust enrichment because they waited so long to bring it. And that's what I meant to look up before we got on here. How much has Mariah Carey been making from this song? I
I
think
think a
it's like
lot.
I think it's like her highest income. If I remember correctly, I think I
Yeah,
read
I
some
mean,
articles about that.
this song is the this song is what made her the queen of Christmas, right?
Right,
Like she I think she's also made other Christmas songs, in that album and since then, but this is the one that she's known for. You know what I mean?
right.
Like so but like every single Christmas it's like if she's not in the Christmas shows, like is it really a Christmas show?
Right. And this song is like as soon as you hear it comes on, you know what you're about to hear. And so, oh, I haven't been paying attention here. We have a super sticker from Jennifer. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for joining into the live stream. Yeah, and if I missed any so far, have I? Because I've been looking away from the screen. So I have to learn how to multitask now that I'm monetized. But thank you, Jennifer, for the super sticker. All right. So it's not popping up immediately. I see every December Mariah Carey makes 600,000 to $1 million in royalties for this song. So that's a lot of money. I see why they're suing.
Yeah. 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 It makes me wanna know what else is going on in Andy Stone's life also.
Right. And so, I mean, yeah, I just don't understand the waiting so long.
Yeah, and I also just looked up the statute of limitations, and it looks like it's 3 years, which is about what I would expect.
Right. Yeah, we were going to go over that. That's what I forgot to mention. Yeah, we looked up the statute of limitations. So we're going to look at it and see what the law says. It's not that much into the law, but it's still there for us to have our proof there. So we have Anne-Marie Edwards saying the song was also in Mean Girls. Oh, yeah, they did perform that song in Mean Girls. And that's a very popular movie in itself.
Or was it that one, or was they did Jingle Bell? They danced to Jingle Bell Rock.
Right.
Unless did someone else perform it? Because it was in the Christmas show.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but they did do Jingle Bells. So did they do both? I don't know. I haven't watched that movie in a really long time.
Yeah, because they definitely did the Jingle Bell Rock, because that was the point where Gretchen kicked the CD player by accident,
Right.
and then she had to like save the show by starting to sing, and she's like, "What a bright time, it's the right time," and then everyone's like, "To rock the night away." Like everyone was like super awkwardly joining in. But anyway, as I super awkwardly go through that myself. So yeah. Anyhow, but yeah, it's a fun movie. I really love it, and I've probably seen it too many times. But anyhow,
right.
let's
we'll do another show of Alita singing Christmas carols at the end of the year.
Yeah. But it was Love Actually, though, is the one that it really showed up in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the parties and the complaint. We already kind of went over those. It's Andy Stone and then Vince Vance. I really thought it was going to be a guy singing the song, but that probably tells my age because I've never heard of that song before this complaint, other than from Mariah Carey. And I didn't realize Mariah Carey's song was that old to begin with.
Yeah.
So try not to give away my age too much when I do these streams here.
I know. I feel a little bit less judged and like talking about things that I remember from like my childhood when I'm talking with you, because then like I feel like I'm not getting the eye rolls from people being like, "Oh my God, you're so young."
Right. Yeah, I think I might be the baby, and so I just don't say my age and I let people try to figure it out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so let's pop over to the complaint. We have the facts and allegations. It says plaintiff Vance is a self-employed artist in the business of performing, selling, and licensing his copyrighted music and earns his livelihood from fees received from these activities. Okay, so he must have sold this song. In 1989, plaintiff co-wrote All I Want for Christmas Is You and recorded it at the Masterphonic Studio 6, Nashville, Tennessee, and was subsequently released on the record label Valiant, all those numbers, with the accompanying music video. After receiving extensive airplay, so they're claiming that there was extensive airplay, so that basically Mariah Carey should have known, or Sony, Mariah Carey, and all the other defendants should have known about this song, and they likely copied this song. So at least they are doing better than the Chris Brown and Drake one where he didn't even allege, or I guess they did allege it, but they didn't allege extensive play. They just figured someone from a music studio was at one of his shows. Yeah, so this one is alleging a little bit better than that last case that we went over. So we have All I Want for Christmas Is You is a copyrightable subject matter under the laws of the United States, and plaintiff applied for and received from the Register of Copyright Certificates of the serial number thereof. And I do just want to mention that they put this here in the complaint. However, they listed their registration wrong. I actually had to do a deeper search because the numbers that they put here they were kind of accurate, but not all the way accurate. So I had to do a deeper search. Yeah, so nice try bringing the lawsuit, but oops,
it's okay. I disappeared. I mean, I get it, Bri, if you don't really want me here.
You can tell I'm not used to doing this with more than one person. So I'm like, I just made Alita disappear. I was trying to get to a starred chat, which I learned from Alita. We have Deacon Fatal saying, on Thanksgiving night, the song is played. So for that many years. Again, I could see if it was a session player, but someone saying they wrote the song, doubtful. And so that's the issue here, is they're not necessarily saying that they wrote the song for Mariah Carey. They're saying they wrote their own song called All I Want for Christmas Is You, and Mariah Carey copied them. So like I said, I linked the videos for you guys to check them out after the stream, and you're probably not going to hear any of the same words other than All I Want for Christmas Is You, which is pretty hard to copyright. So did you have anything you wanted to add to that, Alita?
No, I 100% agree.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to dive into this. So
Yeah.
we have Jennifer Miller always here supporting as a member, saying please buzz the like button,
Oh, I love
subscribe,
it.
and join buttons to join the Bri Hive. Yes, she comes up with amazing little saying slogans to
Love
get
it.
people to like and subscribe. And she also reminds me to tell people to like and subscribe because I completely forgotten we've been on stream for like 15 minutes now. So if you guys have not hit the like button already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you're not subscribed to Alita, which I'm sure many of you are, but if you're not, go ahead and subscribe to her. And I need to link her channel in the description. So I am going to do that in just a moment. Once I could take a break from talking real quick, I just kind of wanted to jump into the registration. So here we
It's
have the registration.
It's interesting to me that they got the registration number wrong. Whenever there are errors in a filing, I try to not be too ticky tacky. But whenever, like when I've found myself reading a filing written by an opposing party or opposing counsel, it's one of those things that like it feels very petty when you do it, but when you find those kinds of errors, especially when there's like multiple errors, then things start to kind of add up that you're like, is this person detail oriented? Are they careful? How good are their arguments going to be? And it's like it seems like you're formulating conclusions based off of like information that isn't really that important, but those
Right.
things do add up. And getting something like the reference number is like that to me is a one little red flag. One on its own, not a big deal, but if there are multiple ones that start to show up throughout this filing, I don't know.
Right. And I'm like, well, maybe I typed it wrong and things like that. But no, I'm looking at it right now. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's pretty small on my screen here. But you see like these numbers here, and then their numbers. It's like 1163343. But
Mhm.
then over here, they have it and it's like 179. And I didn't
Hmm.
see a 7 in there. Did you see a 7 in there? No, there's no
No.
7. So I
Oh
don't think I'm
no.
clicking on the wrong one here because this was the only one that started with PAU. So this is probably not the the basis of the case, but I just thought that was very interesting that they did that. And so please excuse me, I'm looking away because I'm trying to link Alita's account here while we're streaming here.
Yeah,
So
no worries. Do you want me to read something on the screen while you do that to give you cover?
yes, please. So we already checked out the registration number. So I guess we can start around number 12.
All right. So it says defendant Carey's album Merry Christmas was released by Columbia Records, owned by defendant Sony on or about October 28th, 1994. Made a part of the Merry Christmas album, defendant Carey released a version of the song All I Want for Christmas Is You, allegedly co-written by defendant Afanasieff, along with accompanying music videos. Defendants never sought or obtained permission from plaintiff to use All I Want for Christmas Is You in creating, reproducing, recording, distributing, selling, or publicly performing said song. Okay, well, that's fine. They still haven't established why they would need to obtain permission.
Well, because they're saying they're the owner of the copyright registration. So, but they haven't established how the songs are even similar for them to need permission. And let me tell you, I looked this up. Remember I said that the numbers were not correct. So I looked it up and about 179 pages of search results came up. I don't remember exactly how many were on each page, but it was several on each page times 179, and they all were called All I Want for Christmas. So if you guys are just trying to own the words All I Want for Christmas, you have to sue like 179 times whatever 10 more people other than Mariah Carey, but she's the one that's making the most money, so of course you're gonna come after her. So I thought that was interesting.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, and it makes sense to go after the deepest pockets, right? Because she's the whale in this ocean of all I want for Christmas is you, right? So, but
yeah,
timing is one thing that's helpful to establish that yours came out before hers did. What else you got? That's what I want to know in this complaint.
Yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. I really just, after listening to the song, and maybe my ear is not as trained as they're gonna get deep into this song, but I don't know. But we have Emily Tracy saying, wait, there is a Top Gun lawsuit. Who is going to cover that next? I have not heard about that.
I have. I can give you the lowdown, behind the scenes after this. But yeah, there's Paramount Pictures is being sued for copyright by the heirs of the author who wrote an article in a magazine about Top Guns prior to the original Top Gun. Anyhow, there's a copyright claim that was just filed right after the success of this, well, I don't know if it was because of the success, but timeliness was interesting that it just was released this last weekend, right? The Top Gun Maverick. Anyhow, I'm planning on talking about it in Latest in the Law on my channel on Friday. Normally I do it on Thursdays, but I'm traveling on Thursday, so I'll be doing it on Friday. Bri, you want to be in to talk about it? Talk some copyrights on my channel?
Yeah, you'll be on 9 a.m., right? Of my time.
It'll actually it'll be later because 9 a.m. California time, I'll be on Eric Hunley's channel.
Okay. I should be able to get in my schedule. I don't think I have anything. We're making a plan online. I'll just have to check my calendar and make sure to block off the time. But we have Jennifer Miller saying, do they explain why they waited almost 30 years to file against them? I don't know yet. Alita, did you get that far into the complaint?
I did. And they'll address kind of, not really. But we'll get there. We'll get there pretty soon. Oh, and also apparently Rick Hogue did a quick video on it. So I'll have to check out his take on it. It's interesting. At first I was much more alarmed about it, and then when I was digging a little bit more into it, I was like, oh, okay, probably a nothing burger.
Yeah, they have to make some type of excuse because I'm not going to say everybody has heard this song, but everybody has heard this song,
Yes. And that's why all of my posts on social media when I was saying that I was going to jump into this case was like, he obviously must have been cryogenically frozen if he's bringing this lawsuit now.
Had to be.
Yeah.
Long Lumber says, okay, had to jump off for a second to notify Twitter that Bri was talking about the most invasive Christmas song of all time. Bri, you got to give me a warning when you're talking about something this epic. I thought about it, but I don't know. I think I get ahead of myself or behind myself or however you want to put it, but I do need to give more notice.
Yeah. No, this is a super interesting topic because I mean, who doesn't, like you said, who hasn't heard this song? And also, who doesn't love this song? I mean, I get it. Not all taste for everyone, and I get it. I'm also super basic, so I like basic things. This probably fits into that category. But like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I want to get to the bottom of the complaint now that you said they did mention it.
Yeah.
All right, we got Judy. You got this. And according to U.S. Copywriter Office, 177 works share this title. It's more than that. It was like 179 pages of results when I looked that up. So some of them might have had additional words, but if 177 just have those words only, again, I'm trying to figure out what in the music they're going to say is the same. And then we have Deacon Fatal. Thank you for the super chat. And also, yes, thank you everyone that has been sending super chats. I keep forgetting to say that, but thank you so much. Always appreciate it. For those of you who do not know, my channel is now monetized. I have memberships, and I always appreciate when you guys can support monetarily. But I understand that everybody cannot do that. So the way that you can support without money is to make sure that you hit the like button and also watch the live stream. And I also always appreciate you guys joining me live. It makes these things go by so fast and makes it a lot of fun. So we have Deacon Fatal saying, so did the plaintiff not read the contract before they signed it? Something isn't adding up. So no. So the plaintiff is someone completely different. They were not involved. So basically he wrote the song and then he sold it to someone. I'm assuming that he sold it to someone else to sing because the person I saw singing it was a woman. So he's letting other people sing his song. So he didn't sell the song to Mariah Carey. He sold it to other artists. So I think that kind of I hope that clears it up what we're talking about there. All right, so I think I missed something, or it's not popping up yet. That's what's happening here. Okay, no, here we go. We have a super chat coming from Matt Bond. Thank you so much for the super chat saying just tuned in. What are the two versions? I am a producer. I'll pull them up in my studio and strip them apart. So they are linked down in the description box, and I would love to hear your analysis. We're probably going to cover this case a little later on whenever Mariah Carey and the other defendants file their motion to dismiss because they need to file a motion to dismiss. So if you can break it down and let us know what you think is similar, I think that would be super, super interesting. All right. And one, what we like to call a pro bono chat is Kelly Tangerine saying, I am not a Mariah fan, but I can't wait to see her drag this frivolous case. I think a lot of people might be on the same wavelength as you with that. Okay, so let's pop back over to the complaint because we got a couple of pages to get through here. Alita read down to... what was that, number 15?
Number 14, maybe?
Okay, number 14. Okay, so number 15. Plaintiff never gave defendants permission, consent, or a license to use All I Want for Christmas Is You. Oh, that's what I wanted to look at. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked there. But we see in this public catalog that the description of what it is a sound cassette. And for those of you who may be like Gen Z or something and who does not know what a cassette tape is, it's basically a little... how would you explain it? It's a little box with the music in it and you put it in the radio. I don't know. It's like a different type of CD. How do you explain a cassette tape?
It's got film inside that the music is printed onto essentially, and it's got two little wheels that it pulls it across, kind of like an old VHS tape but smaller, and it's only audio.
Yes, and it plays music. I think so. So they're basically it plays music kind of like a CD. I think that is a little bit more common to Gen Zers. Or if not, it's like when you stream your music, it'll play the music, I guess. I'm not a technical person, but that's what the cassette is here over on the Bri Hive. So they're submitting that it's just a sound recording, basically. So they're not necessarily saying it has words and music, and we can't actually see what the words they are copywriting, but I'm assuming if it's a sound tape, then it's going to be longer than just the words, All I Want for Christmas Is You. So I don't know. I don't feel confident in their case here.
So far, we haven't been given much other than timing. That's all we've been given. But let's continue. Let's see if this gets any better.
Yeah. And then we have Matt Bond with another super chat. Thank you so much, saying it's a deal. Okay, yeah, he's gonna break down the songs for us, so maybe we can see what they think is similar here. All right, so we are, upon information and belief, defendants have in the past and are presently continuing to reproduce and distribute to the general public worldwide via the internet and interstate commerce copies of plaintiff's work, All I Want for Christmas Is You, basically trying to establish that this is a federal case because they're crossing state lines and they're still reproducing, distributing, copying, and putting the song out there. We hear it every Christmas, right? Okay, exactly. And then we have and I think I'm just going to skip over the upon. Oh no, it's only one more paragraph. Never mind.
Mhm.
Upon information and belief, as more fully set forth below, defendants have knowingly, willfully, and intentionally engaged in a campaign to infringe plaintiff's copyright in the work "All I Want for Christmas Is You," and to commit acts of unjust enrichment by the unauthorized appropriation of plaintiff's work and the goodwill associated therewith, all which are proprietary to plaintiff as set forth herein, to the commercial gain, personal profit, and unjust enrichment of the defendant, and and the irreparable injury and financial loss of the plaintiff. So basically, trying to establish that intent to get damages for the copyright infringement that they're claiming. So I think it was a pretty good opening as far as trying to convince the judge that this is a case that needs to stay open. Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
here we go again.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to see if it can defeat a motion to dismiss, right? So the
Right.
standard is it has to be plausible claims, right? Not necessarily probable or possible, but plausible. Basically, that there's some way that somebody can look at this and say, all right, I can see some facts coming in to prove this case.
Right. So I mean, it's a lawyer writing it, so I didn't expect it to be like horrible, but I'm still a little skeptical. So we'll get into like their actual counts in a second. And we have Fun Times. Thank you for the super chat saying, please stop with the cassette tapes. I feel so old. It was bound to happen, right? We're talking about a 1994 case.
I know. I know.
Oh, did I not show it? Okay, here it is. This was Fun Times. I was just reading it. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have Kai Nye saying, I remember recording songs off the radio onto blank tapes. I never did that, but I did burn CDs.
I vaguely remember that happening. I don't remember if I did it or if it was like my parents did it or someone older than me did it, but I vaguely remember that being a thing that was possible to record songs off the radio.
Yeah. Oh, off the radio. Oh, yeah. Coffee Buzz says, listen to the police on cassette in our old truck today. Rewind and fast forward was my youth. Roxanne, you don't have to put in the red light at the two of my lungs. I don't know if I read that right, but yeah.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I think we should have a karaoke night.
Yes. We just might end up having some karaoke law too. Invite Kurt in. He is always happy to sing.
Yeah, for sure. We should do it. But should it be Christmas theme? Like Mariah Carey's song here. All right, we have Fair and Balance saying between this and Top Gun Heiress suing Paramount over Top Gun Maverick, people be coming out for, I think we missed the end
Money.
of that one.
Money.
Oh, money.
I can see it on mine. Yeah, dollars.
I can see it now too. Okay, we have Matt Bond. Thank you for the super chat saying, picked a bad time. Ed Sheeran moved the C-bar. Yeah, he had a lot of copyright claims coming up recently. I haven't covered any of his cases. Have you looked into any of his cases?
I actually haven't. No, nothing in a lot of detail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't really dove into it. I don't really listen to his music like that, so I feel like I wouldn't be familiar enough to cover it. But I guess I could just listen to it and then cover it. And we have Nurse Liz in the chat. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you are doing wonderful. And then we have Kai Nye saying, knowingly, and don't they have to know who they are? Well, they are saying that it was vastly distributed. So that's how they're saying that they knew about the song. All right. So Leo says it is legal to sue your parents now for giving birth to you? Question mark with a Kurt or cowboy Kurt little emoji.
Yeah. Cowboy emoji. I vaguely remember someone like a couple years ago making some kind of like media headlines because he was suing his parents for creating him essentially. Mm-hmm. I don't understand. I don't know what ended up resulting from that case. My guess is it was probably dismissed. Um, but yeah, that's a
Yeah.
very strange argument to make.
Yeah, I understand it though, because
Sorry.
now we have to like work to make money and survive because our parents wanted to give birth to us. But I did hear about that case too, and I think that he didn't win on that case, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that probably is the case. It's a very strange argument to say that you are damaged by living.
Right. I know we don't want to work, but does that necessarily mean that your parents
Yeah.
did something wrong to you? We
It's like,
have Deacon.
people can get super like philosophical about like, is all life suffering and therefore like living is, but like that's a very strange like argument to go down that particular road. Um
Yeah.
yeah. It gets really dark really quickly.
Yeah, I understand it, but I don't think it's a good case for them. We have Deacon Fatal, a member of the channel, saying, okay, last question, did they write this themselves? He said that he wrote the song, so all we can really do is believe him, although I do not think that the copyright lists him, but that can be for various reasons why the copyright doesn't actually list him as the owner. Vernon Franklin, Dennis Osborne, Marion Silva Woods. This one has to be the, oh no. My section timed out, so now I lost it. I'm not gonna reset, or maybe I should. No, I'm not typing all of that. Let's see if it automatically populates. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Okay, we lost the record, but we can find it later if we really need it. Okay, so yeah, him saying he wrote the song, we have really no way to contest that because we weren't there. So we can only go by his word at this point, and that he sold it to these people who it was actually registered under. Okay, so let's pop back over to the complaint. All right, so we are on to the count of what they're suing about. So count 1 is for copyright infringement, and it says plaintiff's cause of action for copyright infringement arises under the act of, they name everything, but under 17 USC sections 101 through 810 from 1982 and some other sections that they're citing. We don't need to go all into that. At all relevant times, plaintiff was and continues to be the co-owner and proprietor of the rights, title, and interest in and to the copyright the work All I Want for Christmas Is You. I didn't see him listed as the registered owner. And maybe I missed it, but I didn't. I'm going to have to bring that up back up.
Yeah, who is the registered owner? That would be interesting to know.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go. How did I find it last time? Typed it in. And then here we are. See, it's 167. So, or 76. 176. And then 25 results listed per page. So if someone wants to do that math, how many people with this title? And as you can see, they're like, all I want for Christmas is you. But some of them are recording, some of them are writing. Oh, great. So we got 4,000 people this person needs to sue. Okay. And then so I found it by set search limits because that's too much stuff to go through. And then we did it by date, which is 1993 from their allegations, and search it. And so this is the one that I found. So maybe I should search like 1994 because this one does not list him. It says Vernon Minow, Dennis Osborne, and Marion Minow. That's not Vince Vance. His name was like Adam something, right?
Adam Stone.
Yeah.
Or Vince Vance is another what is like the co oh, okay, Andy Stone, aka Vince Vance. So he's that's his other
name.
Name, I guess.
Yeah. So if he didn't, I'm pretty sure he said he got it in 1993. So I don't know.
Interesting. And this is the only one from 1993?
There was 3 from 1993, but this was the only one that started with PAU. So let me pull up another thingy-mabob here. I don't have to figure out how I got there to begin with. Okay, while we wait for that, we have Matt Vaughn with another super chat. Thank you so much, saying done. I would suggest drop the case yesterday. They filed it on Friday. This is the wrong part of the website. Copyright.gov. We are gonna go to researching and search the public catalog. Here we are. Because when I press the back button, it just messes up. All I want. Let's see if there's any other way to limit it. I'm sorry. When I get stuck on something, I'm stuck on it.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Okay. So it does it let you search by owner? Let's see. No, it's not seeing owner.
That is really unfortunate.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of different ones that says sound, and I don't want to go through every single one of them.
Well, there is one that's music though.
Okay, let's see that.
Yeah, there it is. Maybe try.
51 results.
Okay.
And
okay.
then
Narrows it down a little bit.
Yeah, so then let's narrow it by date now. Still pops up this one. This is the only one. This is the one that we had pulled up on the other page.
All right.
So is he the owner? Questionable.
Yeah. I mean, he alleges that he's the owner.
Yeah, let's see about 1994. Let's see if someone else, because remember I said that the number that he put was wrong. Nothing comes up for 1994. Unless I did something wrong here. Let me see. Let's go back. Okay, here it is. Okay, there's some for 1994, but still not seeing the numbers he put. It was like 169 something else. Okay, well, in my head, he's not the owner, but we'll let him say that he's the owner. We're gonna go ahead and move on because we'll be here all night.
So, okay, yeah. Here's this super chat from 1988.
Okay.
Let's see about that.
There we go again. It did me like it did me again. Okay. I do remember he did say something about 1989 and 1988. So, Mark may be right. Mark is probably right. Thank you, Mark, for the super chat and letting us know what I need to be looking for. So now I was wrong if this turns out to be the right one. Okay. So we're going to narrow it to 1988. Let's do 1988 and search. It's still, let's go back to the number. Let's see. This was not a planned part of the programming, guys. Okay, where was that at? The registration number is 1163343. And this, oh no, go away. Oh, here it is. Okay.
There we go. Found
Mark
one.
for the win. Thank you, Mark.
There we go. Okay. Andy Stone.
It's still a sound cassette. So now we have established that he is the owner. So we can only assume that we can give him more grace with assuming that he actually wrote the song. So yes, I was wrong. Yes. He did not mess up his number. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Okay. So the registration number is in fact correct. So that's good. So all of the shade that we were talking about before, we can just kind of wipe that away a little bit as we continue.
We'll
but
call him the owner.
To be fair, he didn't say when he registered it for when he registered the copyright, right? So it's like
Yeah.
the only dates that we've got here are like 1993, 1994. So it's reasonable to assume that he got a copy, that he registered the copyright, because that's how we should be talking about these things, right? Because technically you get a copyright as soon as you create the work, assuming that it's original work. But then you, in order for it to get this that we have on the screen right here, you register it.
Right,
So
exactly. And so I think I did see something in there about 1989, but I thought that was just the recording of the song. So we make mistakes. It's okay. It's okay. We just gotta take it, bite the bullet. Okay, Mr. Andy owns the song. All right. Let's go back down. Ay, ay, ay. We are going back down to where we were. Pretend like none of that happened. But at least we established, we got all the facts right. So we're not spreading false information. So I don't feel bad anymore. Law and Lumber says, I'm dabbling. It makes me feel so old.
I think they're talking about TikTok.
Oh, TikTok is fun.
I'm not on TikTok. That's one that I'm like, I'm, for whatever reason, I'm just super hesitant to get on that one. Also
Mhm,
because I'm like, I've got enough like spread for my social media presence across a bunch of different platforms. And I'm like,
mhm.
before I add any more, I want to get better at the ones that I'm already on.
Yeah. And so I have TikTok, but I don't post on it as much anymore. But I want to get back on it. I do watch it a lot when I'm not supposed to be. But I dance on TikTok, guys. So if you guys want to see me dancing on TikTok, there's videos out there.
That's awesome.
We have
Awesome.
Z Seltzer always supporting the channel with a $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. All right. I'm making sure I'm not losing stuff here. All right, so let's pop back over to this complaint here because we are making slow progress.
I feel
Where
like
are we?
I'm not helping with the distraction and with extra like extra routes, side quests almost.
Yeah, we're getting sidetracked very badly today. Okay, in the chat, usually the chat steals my stream, so now it's Alita.
It's me. I'm sorry. I'll see myself out.
No, no, no. We need you to finish up. Okay. We have plaintiff became aware. Okay, here we go. Plaintiff became aware of the defendant's use of his work, All I Want for Christmas Is You, without a license, right, or authority, or by reproducing and distributing to the worldwide general public. Nice wording there. Via the internet and interstate commerce, plaintiff's counsel initially made contact with defendants in April 2021. So the first time he heard this song was in 2021.
Well, it's interesting because he doesn't say when that was. That first sentence, it says how he came across it, but doesn't
Uh-huh.
say when. But just that he reached out to them in April 2021. So this is a very interesting little bit of an information gap that I would expect a motion to dismiss to say that excuse me, you didn't say when you found out about this whole thing.
Right, right. Oh. I had something in my brain, but I just lost it because I'm just so confused. Like, okay, they initially made contact in April 2021 regarding the unauthorized use, but you said that they distributed to the worldwide general public and the internet, but for some reason you didn't say anything until 2021. Okay, let's see if he gives us more information. Okay. But first we have Matt Bond with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, saying, is that still the right version in the description? All I did was type in Vance, what's his name? Vince Vance, and his version of the song. So I'm assuming that's the right one. But I don't have access to the cassette tape to know exactly which one it is. But the 1993, I'll probably search that one actually to make sure it's the 1993 version, because remember he sold it to a record studio, or he recorded it at a record studio, and I think he sold it if I remember correctly. But
Yeah. I just checked that out and it's the same one.
okay.
Because I had looked at from another article that was reporting on this case. It referenced assuming Okay, no,
They're
of
wrong.
course, assuming that everything in that article is correct, because we can't always correct, or we can't always rely on the accuracy of media reporting of lawsuits and this kind of stuff, right? But I think that is the correct one. I just double checked based on what I've seen elsewhere.
Okay, and then we have Mark helping us out today, dropping the link to the video here in the chat. So I can't tell exactly if that's the one from that or that's the song, but I think it's a little hard to copy the. Oh no, you can click the links on YouTube, right? Let me just click it on my end and open it in a new tab, and hopefully it doesn't start singing. Uh-oh. Nope, it didn't work for me, so it may not work for you.
For me, it leads to Vince Vance and the Valiants, and then it says "All I Want for Christmas Is You," but it says "video unavailable" for some reason. Don't know why. Interesting.
Okay, well, hopefully it's the same.
Yeah.
We had here we go. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Matt Bond says if that is the song, he has zero chance. I think I'm on the same wavelength as you. Okay, so we have let's hop back into the complaint saying, therefore, plaintiff's counsel sent a letter via certified mail on or about December 20th, 2021. So he waited until the peak of the song going crazy during the Christmas season to send a letter, which is generally not a good idea. He should have sent a follow-up letter when he contacted them on April 2021. Regarding the unauthorized use of All I Want for Christmas Is You, thereby putting them on notice that the creation of derivative work without authorization and payment to plaintiff represents a violation of plaintiff's rights under the 17 USC. Okay, I heard a chuckle.
Yep. It's because it's, like, okay, yes. So they sent a cease and desist in April 2021. And then they sent another letter on December 20th, 2021, which is like, it's also hilarious because like December 20th, 2021, if anybody knows when they start playing Christmas music, it's not on December 20th. It's on like October 20th.
So it's like before Halloween.
Yeah, right, because that's the reality of Christmas music these days. So like, why did they wait until almost like right before Christmas to send another letter to them about like, hey, your song is, infringing on our copyright? Yeah, it's a lot of stupid at this point, I think.
Yeah, maybe they thought they would just stop from that initial phone. I'm assuming it's a phone call from April 2021, but I'm assuming they just thought they would stop, but they didn't. So here we are now, laughing at their complaint. We have Rob from Law and Lumber saying, I literally have all of my siblings pass me their kids to put them to sleep. Not sure I like the label. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
That's I'll just say that's a massive talent. I've got a whole baseball team of nieces and nephews, including one that was just born last week. Super excited. But yeah, getting them to nap or sleep can sometimes be like, it's like a superpower, I think. So Rob, you should be proud of that.
We have Betsy Beckham saying Bri multitasking. I am glad that you pointed that out because I am working hard here.
It's tough. It's tough to be managing like all of the things, especially when you got super chats that start to come in and you're like, I need to star that and save that. And then like, figure out a good time to pull those up. And then you've got the people in the chat, sometimes they're yelling at you for whatever thing that you said or didn't say. And then you've got, the things that you need to add to the description. And then you've got all the tabs that you're trying to show. And then you're, maybe you're interacting with a whole other person. It's like, it's a lot of information to be taking into your brain all at once.
Right. And we're live researching all of the things, right? We have Deacon Fatal saying this does remind me of another case, Bruno Mars and dang near everybody. With that being said, please write your works. Yes, do copyright your works. And thank you, Deacon, for another super chat. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. But yes, a lot of people like to talk about the poor man's copyright, and as soon as you put something into a medium, it's automatically copyright protected. However, if you do not have a registration, it tends to be a pretty weak case, just because someone might have came up with the same thing and registered theirs and may have better rights than you. So if you are an artist or an author or anyone that's doing creative things, make sure that you are actually copywriting your works so that you can have a case like this Mr. Vince Vance guy. Don't bring it 30 years later, though.
maybe have it be a good case, though.
Yeah, make it a good case for sure. For sure. We have Tanya D, a member of the channel, saying the video is playing for her. So
Okay.
I'll check it later to see if it's the same one that I put in the caption. And if it's not, then I'll change it. Where was I? We have a Law and Lumber saying, Bri, your chat is a wild, I think it's a wild vibe. All the best and most positive followers. Yes, my chat is amazing. We have so much fun over here and literally amazing level of support. You guys are awesome. And Bri, you're doing amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Bri Hive keeps me going. Sometimes I'm sleepy, but I come on here because everyone is just always super supportive. And then we have Jennifer Miller, a member of the channel, saying, if I was a fact finder here, I would bounce the case as fast as possible. I'm sure they're going to do that as soon as they allow the defendants to go ahead and respond. Okay. So we were here on number 23, right?
Okay. I think so. Yes.
I think so. Okay. Defendants' actions have deprived plaintiffs of just compensation. If somebody wanted to listen to your 1993 song, they would have already done it. Of just compensation in association with the use of the work All I Want for Christmas Is You, thereby causing plaintiff financial and professional damage, and if allowed to continue, will cause further injury to plaintiff. And you're just now noticing this 27 years later. Okay. Even after communicating the concerns with defendants, plaintiff was unable to come to any agreement over the usage of All I Want for Christmas Is You, probably because they don't think it's the same. Subsequently, plaintiff personally requested that defendants cease and desist from further distribution of plaintiff's work. Despite plaintiff's request, defendant continues to exploit plaintiff's work. All I Want for Christmas Is You. They're just going to keep listing that title, huh? Reaping tremendous financial awards and other pecuniary benefits to the detriment of plaintiff. So I'm assuming he's saying he just heard this song in April. There's no other plausible explanation.
Yeah, nothing.
I can't see how they. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling and talking, but I can't see how he would say that he heard the song a long time ago and just decided to bring the claim, because that's going to fail automatically. Although, on the defense.
To be fair, I just looked up a photo of Andy Stone. If I can share my screen, is that okay? Can I do that?
Yeah.
So this might explain some things here, as to why he only just now found out. Okay, because he's been frozen in carbonite this whole time. I mean, that's lucky. I mean, right? Right? Obviously, that's the only explanation here.
I'm like, oh, is that him?
No. I'm 100% kidding. Obviously,
I know.
This is obviously Han Solo from Star Wars. But anyhow,
that just shows how like gullible I am. I was just like, oh, she found a picture of him. It's sad.
Okay. Anyhow, let's continue on. I'll stop derailing.
It's okay. We have Sympathetic Slytherin. What a cool name. Saying, I wonder if this is anything like Top Gun copyright lawsuit Hogue discussed in a video today. The copyright could be revoked 35 years after given. Well, because they weren't defending their rights. If they really do have a claim to this song, they waited 30 years to defend their rights. They can get their copyright revoked. I haven't watched Hoag's video yet to know under what grounds they got theirs revoked, but I'll have to check it out. Have you seen it yet, Alita?
I haven't seen his video yet, but I did do a little bit of research into it. And by research, I mean I found some really good tweet threads from some other lawyers that are like entertainment lawyers. And I was like, oh, this is very interesting. And also it makes a lot of sense. Basically talking about how they did license their copyright to Paramount for Top Gun, the original Top Gun, and how, yes, 35 years after that, their license can be terminated by the heirs, and how that terminated in January of 2021, I think. Yeah, January 2021, and how originally this movie was supposed to come out in 2019, and then December 2020, so like just before that cutoff. But arguably, the license that Paramount got in the first place 35 years ago, probably they didn't even need to get in the first place, because the original article that it was, I guess, based off of or whatever was nonfiction. So it essentially they're copywriting facts as opposed to themes, characters, ideas, and that kind of stuff. It's just a reporting of like actual real life people going through Top Gun in Miramar, California.
Okay. Well,
So.
yeah, I'll have to. That's a lot, so I'll have to definitely look into it.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
Lara S with the emojis. Thank you, all the support, guys. Alyssa Ruiz says, "Bri, you are doing a wonderful job. I am loving this stream." Well, thank you, and thank you for joining and participating in the chat. And it's been a little bit of time since I have reminded you guys to hit the like button. So if you have not hit the like button, go ahead and do the thumbs up. I always appreciate you guys coming here live with me. It helps the stream go so much better, honestly. Okay. And then we have Deacon Fatal. Thank you for the super chat. And also Sympathetic Slytherin. Thank you for the super chat if I forgot to say it. Deacon Fatal saying, okay, I'm a musician and a art teacher, and here are some books you should read to learn about contracts. Take Care of Your Business by John P. Kellogg, Esquire, and All You Need to Know About the Music Business by Donald S. Passman. Well, thank you for letting us know which books to read to kind of make sure we're protecting ourselves if we are being creative out there in the world, and don't end up like this guy. Well, let's see what happens in the lawsuit, honestly. But I'm saying don't end up like this guy. Deacon Fatal also says the poor man's copyright isn't a thing. It doesn't work very well, that's for sure. Anytime anyone asks me about that, I'm saying just register it. It's $65 for most things. $65. Just, save up $65 and get it registered. And we have Jennifer Miller, a member of the channel, saying Deacon came to pay today, came to pay today. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for supporting the stream. Everyone that's dropping super chats, and Deacon Fatal is like the sponsor of this stream because he has been dropping the super chats. So thank you so much. All right, so let's pop on over, and I hope I'm not missing anything else. I want to make sure I acknowledge everyone that's supporting. And I don't think I'm missing anything. So let's add this back. And we are here. Number 25, saying thereafter on April 5th, 2022, so 1 year after the first contact, plaintiff purchased the Merry Christmas album incorporating the song All I Want for Christmas Is You from Louisiana Music Factory. So this was the first time he saw this album. Located at 421. Oh, because he's saying that they haven't stopped using it yet. So they give the address of the location. In fact, defendant's Merry Christmas album incorporating the song All I Want for Christmas Is You remains available for purchase at retail outlets throughout Louisiana, including Louisiana Music Factory and Walmart, in addition to online marketplaces, including Amazon.com. And so I kind of skipped over the party. So let me see where this guy is from. Or Vince Vance. Where is he from?
Yeah, I skipped over that part too when I was reading it.
Yeah. But he's a resident of Mississippi.
He just went on a road trip.
I'm just trying to figure out why he chose Louisiana as the choice of venue. I know he's saying he bought the song or bought the album in the store, but um I'm assuming maybe they don't have the defense of latches, because some circuits don't use that defense, but still statute of limitations.
Yeah. Which I think is why he conveniently leaves out the date on which he first heard the song, because realistically, how can he not have heard it? Unless
Right.
he actually is Han Solo.
He's just been in a cave for the last 27 years.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. I don't know what he's thinking here. I would like more information about when was the first time you heard this song, dude. You probably heard it as soon as it came out. You probably sing it on Christmas. So okay, we have number 26. Upon information and belief, such unlawful activities by defendants constitute willful infringement by plaintiff's copyright, and upon information and belief were committed to disregard plaintiff's rights. So he's basically saying, since they did not get rid of all the albums, get it off of streaming platforms within the year since he contacted them, then they're intentionally infringing on his rights. So we can hop right into the next claim, unless you have a comment, Alita.
Well, I don't see it. I don't see the copyright claims here.
Yeah.
Now that we've gone through that entire first claim, I see timing, and I see the fact that the real Christmas miracle here is the fact that there is a music store somewhere in Louisiana, and maybe that's why he's filing in Louisiana, because I can't remember the last time I saw a standalone music store. Not to say that they don't exist, but that's the true Christmas miracle here.
Yeah, I think that one was probably like 10 years ago in the mall. So yeah, I could agree with you there, other than like the guitar stores, but they don't really sell albums there, right? Yeah. All right. We have Jennifer Olson saying there is a music store in Louisiana. Whoa.
Exactly.
It's hilarious. Deacon Fatal says, I'm more about knowledge, and when I have the coins, share them and support, I do. Simple logic to me, to be honest. Well, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate the knowledge and the monetary support. And for those of you that have not hit the like button and would like to support for free, make sure you go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. And then we have Matt Bond saying, I know, right? I didn't even need to strip it and run through Cubase to know he's screwed. Oh, because he was gonna so I'm assuming he already listened to the song, because he's gonna break it down for us.
Nice.
We have Jennifer Miller saying, I'm sorry, as a human with ears, I find it impossible he doesn't know about this before last year. Does he live in a cave under a rock? That's what I said. He must have been hiding in a cave. There's no way you haven't heard this song. They played in like Macy's in the mall and all the things. So I'm like, where were you all of this time?
Yes. I don't. Yeah. How does one get to 2021 and as a human who is alive during the years prior to that, how does one get to Christmas 2021 and like what? Like you walk into the mall for the first time ever, and you're like, I don't know, you walk in, you're like, wait, what? Who is this Mariah Carey? What is she singing? What is this? This is horrible. She stole my song. I don't know. I can't
even imagine, because she's a very popular artist, and he wrote a Christmas song called All I Want for Christmas. So it would be very hard for me to believe that he does not celebrate Christmas and that he's not in the stores during Christmas time. And like we said earlier, Christmas time starts around October. My sister puts up her tree as soon as she takes off her costume. So there's no way you haven't heard this song. As a person that writes music, especially a song with the same title. I don't know. I know that the pandemic hit us all hard, but this is not the way to This is not the way. It's not the way. Okay. We
Oh,
have
this is good. This is a good one in the chat. I see. For Ari says, I can see the headlines now. Captain America sues Christmas. That's a good one. That's a good one. Sorry, I know you like bringing up the chat, but I couldn't help it.
It's
That
okay.
one's so good.
It's okay. Matt Bond with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much again, saying unless he lives on an island, he's heard it before. I still do not buy that because we're on the internet. You see Mariah Carey popping up as performing at the Macy's Day Parade. Like unless there's just like no signal at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
And he didn't listen to the radio in 1993 or 1994. I don't believe that. There's no way. Okay, we have Cameron Phillips saying, I got caught up in the stream that I overcooked my pizza pockets. They still taste good though.
Well, that's good. That's good.
I'm so sorry about the pizza
extra
pockets.
crispy.
Yeah, get a little crunch. Okay, let's pop back over to the complaint. We were behind, but now we're catching up here. Okay, we are in count 2 for the state law claims of unjust enrichment and misappropriation. Plaintiff repeats and realleges the allegations above. The actions of defendants as more fully set forth. Can't talk anymore. More fully set forth above in paragraphs above contribute to falsely representing and marketing plaintiff's work All I Want for Christmas Is You as their own, constituting a misappropriation of the work, all of the commercial gain of defendants. Specifically, the false representation of professional collaboration and association. At what point did they say they were connected to this guy? Did you? I didn't see that part.
They did not.
I'm sure he'll have some evidence to show us. Once
I'm sure there'll be plenty of allegations that'll fill these major gaps at this point.
Yeah,
we're only at the end of page 6 out of 9, right?
For a copyright infringement claim, like I can literally bring up this one. I keep talking about this one because it's one of the more recent ones that I've done, but it's at least 30 pages. I don't know. It's specifically the false representation of I already did that part, didn't I? Oh, yep. And the failure to give notice to the public that plaintiff is the owner of the work and plaintiff does not endorse the defendant's endeavors and other acts more fully described above. These actions have resulted in confusing the public, in addition to resulting in a substantial loss of income to plaintiff and the unjust enrichment of the defendant. I don't like that argument just because if people liked his song, they would have listened to his song. So I don't see how Mariah Carey and Sony are being unjustly enriched when his song was already out there. They can listen to both songs.
Right, that they're not mutually exclusive, right?
Right, exactly. If she can get her song on the Christmas channel, you can also get your song on the Christmas channel. So I think that's an interesting argument that he's trying to make for sure. Yeah. Let's see what the chat is saying. And Jennifer Miller says, should these lawyers have told him how much of a long shot this is? Yes. They should have advised him. Yeah. And so some people are very gung-ho on the things that they believe in. And they say, well, I don't care how much money it takes. I'm going to sue anyways. Because if you think about it, Mariah Carey is still making $1 million in the month of December. $600,000 to $1 million in the month of December. So he's thinking if he wins this lawsuit and she's made $30 million over the last 25, 27 years, then he's going to get all of that money or all of that profit, right? So he may think that it's worth suing because he thinks he's going to make money. But yes, they should have told him it's not a good case. But maybe they have evidence that we don't have. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Thomas Brown says the banter between Alita and Bri is fantastic. Well, thank you very much. We have fun over here.
Yeah, of course. Love
it. We have Nettie Cherise saying if he wanted to sue, why the biggest hit song around the world? Because he happens to have a song with the same title. That would be my opinion.
That and she's the most successful, meaning that she's made the most money out of it, meaning she probably has the deepest pockets.
Right. And she can actually pay if he were to win, unlike some people that we just watched a trial of. We don't know if she's going to be able to pay, but Mariah
I
Carey
don't
can
know.
probably pay.
I don't know. We'll
Alright.
find out on that one.
We'll definitely find out. And Deacon Fatal says the fact that Mariah's team has made a joke about the song that is released after Thanksgiving Day. It's hilarious by the way, because it's just her defrosting and the music speeding up. I don't think I've seen the joke. Have you seen the joke, Alita?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think
No.
I've seen the joke. But I'm sure a lot more stuff will start coming out, especially if this case gets dismissed.
Yeah.
We have Betsy Beckham saying Alita is a great
Aw, thank
mentor.
you.
That's
That's
so
so kind of you.
nice. Yes. Okay, and then we have Noodle, one of our moderators, saying join the Bri Hive, like, subscribe, share, Bite Club, and links Alita's channel. So yes,
Aw,
make sure you
thank
check
you.
out, support both channels. We definitely appreciate it. Okay, and then we have Law and Lumber
Rob.
Rob saying support the boss. Please hit the like and sub. Show the queen the love she deserves. Also, Bri, feel free to drop a link if you need help focusing. Tired Runkle Experience Redirector. You're doing great to chat. Y'all are amazing. Keep showing love. Thank you so much, Rob. I definitely appreciate it. You guys don't even
Yeah.
know. I recently met a lot of the people in LawTube, and they've been so supportive of me and my channel. And I definitely appreciate when you guys can stop by, when you guys can join into the live stream, and also when you guys can support my stream and make sure I feel special too. So I definitely appreciate you guys. I'm happy I found some internet friends.
I love it. I love it. I mean, you guys are like LawTube is like my new coworkers,
Yeah.
basically, because it's like otherwise I'm basically working on my own, and like I have Indy and Holmes. Those are they're my they're my coworkers. Otherwise, hi, hello.
Right.
But but other than that, it's nice to have coworkers that you could talk to.
Right, exactly. But if Alita, if you could send Rob the link, do you
Oh
still have
yeah,
it? Yeah,
yeah,
so
for
he can
sure. Let me do
hop
that.
in with us. Yeah,
Oh yeah, let's do
I'll
it.
be better at inviting more people on the stream. Gotta get better. TD said, hasn't Bri been doing this for a bit? Actually, no. I started my channel last year in March. So I've been on YouTube for about a year, but I just started consistently live streaming, I think February or March of this year. So I'm still getting the hang of everything. All right. So everyone is loving the support from Law and Lumber, being supportive. It's so heartwarming. Yes, of course. All right. I just like to acknowledge when people are saying sweet things.
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
of course.
We are going to pop back over while we wait for Rob to come on in. We're close to the end of the complaint, so hopefully he can give us some of his insight before we get off.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah, I sent over the link, so he should have it in his DM.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we finished the whole statement on unjust enrichment. It was only 3 paragraphs long. So
all right.
Interesting. All right.
Okay.
We have the Lanham Act violations. So they repeat everything above, saying that plaintiff's claim arises under the Lanham Act. Defendants have in the past and continue to use in connection with their commercial service and merchantable goods plaintiffs work in interstate commerce, contributing to false and misleading representation that has resulted in financial loss to plaintiff. So now they're saying whatever like clothing or anything that says all I want for Christmas is you or anything like that, that basically they're also liable for those things. Interesting. Interesting. And then it goes on to say, upon information and belief, defendants' acts were designed to exploit the popularity and unique style of plaintiff, causing confusion as the association of defendant and plaintiffs. endorsement, sponsorship, and approval of plaintiff's work. Defendants' unauthorized use of the All I Want for Christmas Is You is in association with their exploitation of the derivative works acts to capitalize on the goodwill and unique talent of plaintiff in an effort to obtain commercial advantage. Has anyone in the chat heard of this song before we started this live stream? I know some people have not had a chance to actually listen to the song, but I, for one, have never heard that I can recall, have never heard that version of All I Want for Christmas Is You. And I honestly do not think that it sounds similar.
Not at all. Like not the least bit.
Yeah, I don't know where they're getting all of these assertions from, but sometimes I'm telling you guys, sometimes clients are like, we're doing this. And so then the lawyer has to do it. So we have Jennifer O saying, Law and Lumber, you are awesome. I love the support for Bri and the whole law community on YouTube. Love you all. Well, thank you so much. Definitely always appreciate the support. Thomas Brown says, Indy is adorable.
Thank you. She is. You're
always on the stream. Get some camera time, Indy. Yes, there you go. We have Tanya D, always here live supporting the channel and moderating for me, saying thank you to Deacon Fatal with the sunflower. And then I think Deacon might have popped out. Maybe that's why everyone's saying that. Okay. Betsy Beckham saying such great camaraderie between all of you. Yes, definitely. Oh, I see him still here, so maybe he didn't leave yet. We lost it. Okay, we have Deacon Fatal saying, guess what I get to do? Tell musicians to copyright their music. Yes, definitely do. All right, so let's see. I don't see Rob popping in yet. Hopefully he got the link.
Yeah.
And we have Matt Bond saying, Deacon Fatal, I should send some of my clients to you when they finish recording. Yeah, send them to Deacon Fatal. He is here for the chat. All right, Jennifer Miller says, if you love Bri and appreciate her hard work, show her by hitting like, subscribe, and join. Yes, thank you. Definitely, Jennifer is the #1 hype woman. So thank you for that. All right, let's see. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything here before we move back to the complaint. Let's finish this one up. So this guy has unique talent, and Mariah Carey wants to be just like Mr. Vince Vance. Here we have Rob. He's in the studio or the workshop.
Hey, Rob.
Thank you so much. Let's make
so
it
true. So true. She is a rock star.
Thank you so much. Oh, are we gonna get some words, or is he working?
I'm scared about this mic.
Oh, okay. It sounds
How
okay.
loud is it?
Oh, it's not loud at all.
Oh, okay. Then you can get words if you want words.
For sure. Have you been listening since we've been going over this case?
Yes, I started, I was on YouTube listening to Hoag's short video on the Maverick thing. And then I was about to log off, and then all of a sudden I see Bri is streaming. Going, no, she's not streaming. I would have seen that. And pop over, and all of a sudden it's both of you on there, and I'm going, what the heck? Yeah.
Well, I tweeted about it.
And I tweeted about it too. I didn't drop it in the group message though.
Oh, I know. I just didn't catch it. But yeah, I've been listening since the beginning. So Miss Mariah Carey, Miss Christmas herself, is being sued.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to believe that this person came out from under a rock?
Yes. Well, apparently he didn't hear the song until 2021.
That doesn't pass the smell, taste, touch, feel. I don't think that passed any of the tests.
No.
I don't think so either. Especially if you wrote a song with the same title. I would be listening to all of them.
Yeah. Plus, end of November comes around, and then all of a sudden, Mariah Carey is all over everything.
Yeah. And she also released a newer version of the video in 2019. He didn't see that either.
And he also, I mean, I don't blame him for not seeing Mean Girls, or not Mean Girls, but Love Actually in 2003.
I mean, that one is probably more reprehensible than anything else.
I think, I mean, I would agree, but I'm also, I'm also basic. I'm not everyone, right?
I mean, Love Actually. Who's missing that?
Exactly. Someone who clearly does not like Christmas. Yeah. Indy even agrees, right, Indy? Indy agrees.
Oh, I have a chat that says the way they say all I want for Christmas is you is kind of similar in tone, pitch, rise. Besides that, nothing else. And so some of the more musically inclined people can notice things like that. I don't notice it all the time because I'm not musically inclined, but that's what I figured their argument would be about, is more of those things. But at the same time, I think there's too much difference in the song. I think them saying all I want for Christmas and saying it that particular way, and I may be a little bit warped because this song has been out pretty much my whole life, that I don't know how to say all I want for Christmas is you without that pitch. So I don't know. I don't know if that will be too strong in this particular case, especially waiting 30 years.
Yeah.
I can see how some of like the music things, they may try to argue that, but the words in general, I don't think that's going to work out.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just one round of statute of limitations. It's like 10 statutes of limitations too late.
Yes, exactly. Statute of limitations times 10. That's the only words that they should put onto their motion to dismiss. Statute of limitations times 10. Okay. Yes. And then we have Christian with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying Mariah gets used by the system, gets SA'd, has several miscarriages due to it, and now they own copyright beyond the music timeline law. Not necessarily. They're claiming that she basically copied their song and they actually own the copyright. Yeah. So,
and to be fair, I think that there are potentially multiple different actors involved in these various things that have happened to her. But I do understand that your overall point is the fact that she's been largely mistreated by the music industry. And I understand your outrage.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the super chat. Matt Bond saying, let me know when y'all want me to break it down. I'm assuming that a motion to dismiss should be coming up within the next couple of months. So maybe I would say in about a month or two, we can talk about the breakdown. Yeah, I think so.
I would imagine there'll be a motion to dismiss that's coming pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it comes quicker. But sometimes with these copyright cases, it takes a while for them to get it into the judge. So I don't know. Especially if they just kind of want to throw the whole kitchen sink at them. I don't know if they want to spend all of that time writing up the motion or just like, hey, they just don't have a claim. Let's make a 9-page response as well. But they could really they can really bring up a lot of defenses, in my opinion.
I definitely think so.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pop on over to the rest of the complaint. I do not remember what number we were on. Interstate Commerce. We did 32, I think. Upon information and belief, defendants committed the action referenced in the above 2 paragraphs willfully and in absolute disregard of plaintiff's rights. So again, they're only naming like 2 paragraphs worth of information as to why it is a problem. Let's go ahead and jump down to the remedies. And I'm getting a little bit of feedback from you, Rob. All right. So let's thank you. And then we have defendants. If I cannot speak to it's so hard reading on camera. It's hard reading on camera.
It totally is.
Okay. Defendants aforesaid unlawful acts have damaged and continue to damage plaintiff. Wherefore, plaintiff demands judgment jointly and severally against the defendants as follows. So basically saying that either all of the defendants can pay for the judgment or just one of them. So they're jointly and severally liable. And this is what they're asking for. So they sued Mariah Carey and Sony and the other person who I don't really know their name all the way, but suing them for damages. And this is what they're asking for. They're asking for an award to plaintiff on the profits, gains, and advantages derived by the defendants as a result of willful copyright infringement, in addition to punitive damages and compensation for the damages sustained in the amount of no less than $20 million. So we mentioned that a little bit earlier of if Mariah Carey has been making $1 million for the last 30 years, just in December, then he's thinking that he can get a piece of that $30 million. And as we can see, he's asking for the $20 million. So we'll see if they can pay it.
Yeah, I definitely would like to see how they arrived at 20 million.
I'm assuming it based off of the reports coming out of how much Mariah Carey is making alone. So just imagine how much Sony is also making. But
yeah, I suppose
my thing is more of proving the actual case.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know about it. And then we have an award to plaintiff of the profits, gains, and advantages derived by the defendants and or damages in the amount not less than $20 million sustained by plaintiff as a result of the Lanham Act, unjust enrichment, and misappropriations recited above. So they're asking for $20 million each one of these requests. So now we're at $40 million. Okay. And then an award to plaintiff of damages in the amount not less than $20 million sustained by plaintiff as a result of defendants' acts of misappropriation and unjust enrichment. So we're at $60 million. And then that defendants pay to plaintiff all costs of this action and reasonable attorney fees to be allowed to plaintiff by the court. And then the last thing is that plaintiff have such other further relief as just and proper. So they're asking for $60 million plus attorney's fees and anything else that the court deems reasonable, necessary.
Huh. All right. 60 million plus attorney's fees and costs.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, especially going up against such a big celebrity and then the production company. But they probably write these motions all the time.
Yeah. No, so. This is a dumpster case. I don't think it's worth $60 million. I think it might be worth $2, to be totally honest with you. But okay.
Yeah, I think they waited way too long. So that and the fact that there was no allegations of how the songs are similar. He just names the songs.
Because they have to show that they're substantially similar, right? Because that's a factor for copyright infringement is that they have to show that they're substantially similar. There's been zero analysis in this case. It'll be fun to see when the motion to dismiss comes out, because that's when we're probably going to be like, yes, thank you, yes, another good point. Thank you.
Right. And so I think that they'll have the argument of that there's no substantial similarity. And then they'll also have the argument that maybe they never even heard the song. You haven't played any facts to show that Mariah Carey or Sony actually heard this song other than saying wide dissemination. That's a reason as well. And then there was one more thing that was at the top of my mind.
Rob's got it right. Best of luck, dude. Agreed.
Exactly. I love the signs.
I know. Miming Rob is best Rob.
That's awesome. There was one more. Let me see. I was looking at it earlier. No, not the dissemination. Oh, that is protectable. The phrase "all I want for Christmas" how is that protectable? Because everything else in the song sounds substantially different and doesn't seem like people could really confuse the two. So I don't know if they're just trying to protect the title because, like we said, they didn't do any analysis of how the songs are similar. Are you going for the melody or are you going for the actual words of the song?
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you can copyright a title to a song, right? It has to be the actual substantive work.
Exactly. So you cannot copyright a title unless it's like substantially unique. And again, it's really hard to find research on it about All I Want for Christmas. I tried doing a quick search earlier. Maybe if I had more time, I could have found more things about was that a saying before these songs come out. I feel like it could have been a saying before these songs came out. I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen it in like TV shows, sitcoms from like the 70s or anything like that, and someone got inspired and wrote a song about it. Yeah. And actually, you know what? Let's look at the Copyright Office because there are a bunch of registrations. So let's see when they started registering All I Want for Christmas. That might be a good way to look at it.
Right.
Christmas. Okay. Let's see. And I hope I could sort it. Let's put it on the screen for the peeps in the chat to see. Mm-hmm. Okay, All I Want for I didn't finish
1990.
It. Yeah, I saw 1990, but remember they're 1988.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. All I Want for Christmas Is You. Okay, 176. Can you sort? I don't think they're that. Oh yeah, results, name, date, descending, right? Oldest, descending.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was the other way around. Ascending.
Oh, ascending.
1959.
Huh. Oh, Your Love. Okay. 1963. All I Want for Christmas Is You. Yep. 1979, 79, 80, 81. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. And there's even music.
Yep. Music. All of the things. So, I don't know, buddy. So there's about, let's see, when do we get to 88? Not even on the first page. So there's at least 25 things coming before you, buddy. And then, so let's say about 35 things coming before you. So I don't know. That makes me think that it was more of a common phrase back then too.
I think so.
And then it just gets even more popular as the time goes on, probably because of Mariah Carey and not because of Vince Vance.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay. Let me.
Yeah. So my opinion on this case is, I think it's dead in the water. There are some gaping holes. Best of luck, dude. There you go. Yeah, there's some gaping holes here that have to be really, 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 really fixed. I mean, maybe the court. I mean, usually with a motion to dismiss, depending on unless the court actually does find that there's a statute of limitations issue, like that's something that they'll dismiss it outright and not give them another chance to refile, because that's a pretty hard line that the courts will draw, right? Like that's the best way to get a case dismissed is on the grounds of statute of limitations, because then it's just like you're done. You're never bringing it. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But if it's because they didn't allege enough, then the court might give them another chance to refile, come back, work these things out. So maybe if that's the case, then maybe this is going to drag on several times over, and they have to file another motion to dismiss, and then they file another complaint, and then another motion to dismiss, and then another complaint. And then finally the court just dismisses it and says, okay, you're done. You've had enough chances. Right. Like you can't get this right. And it seems like it's because it's not a legally cognizable claim.
Right. Exactly. I agree with you there, because statute of limitations, you're barred. Not pleading sufficient facts. I've seen where the copyright claims just keep coming back. A lot of times, like 3 times before they actually get it right. But this one, they didn't give us any facts. Like, I don't know what they had going on. But we have Gringito. Thank you for the $50 super chat. It's super, super generous. Thank you so much. Saying first time super chat. You're doing a great job and I'm learning so much. Well, thank you. I'm glad it has been helpful and this is very helpful to me. So thank you so much. All right. And we have Jennifer Miller saying, I need to add that to my hype message. Tanya D. Yeah, Tanya D and Jennifer Miller always comes up with the great hype lines for me. CBM says, I didn't get an alert for Bri streaming either. It wasn't showing up in my subscription thing, even though I am subscribed. Yeah, YouTube can
does
be
that
funky.
sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It can be funky sometimes, but hopefully you guys can start getting the notices. I usually post it to my community tab and then also on Twitter, and then it should give you the alert for the live, but sometimes I can't find people's live when I know that they're actually streaming. So hopefully YouTube will get that under control. And then we have All the Happy Squirrels, what a cool name, saying it does pass the make me freaking envious test though. Almost, yeah. Like I wrote a song just like that, but you made $30 million and I made zilch. Or we don't know how much he made, but
yeah,
I don't know. Yep. We have Cameron Phillips saying, like you can't escape Mariah Carey if you try. And believe me, I've tried.
Rob doesn't appear to be a fan of this song. It would seem. Whatever. I like it with my peppermint mochas. So
I like the song too. I'm sorry, Rob. We have.
you only get to hear it, once a year, right? For like a quarter of the year, but it's fine. The rest of the year you forget about it, and then and then you're like, oh hey, I get to enjoy. After your pumpkin spice lattes, I get to enjoy a good peppermint mocha and listen to some Mariah Carey. Watch Love Actually.
And then Rob is dying inside.
Go buy some Christmas gifts.
Help Rob. This one will cheer up Rob. It's from Jennifer Miller, our member and our moderator, saying, yell if you need Rob. Ladies. We need somebody to build some furniture in the chat. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, Sage Moon says, oh no, Vince Vance lost me with the damages he's claiming. No, sir. 60 million. Yeah, 60 million. People are in the chat saying 20 million. Wow, 20 million. Wow. They're at 60 million at this point, guys. They want 60 million.
20 times 3.
Yeah.
Man.
Ridiculous. And attorney's fees. Love to see him prove it.
Fees.
He can prove that they made that amount of money. I'm sure they did profit probably that much off of royalties. If Mariah Carey is making $600,000 to $1 million a year in December, then they probably definitely profited that much. But does it belong to him? I don't think so. And we have Mark with the super chat. Thank you so much, saying I think copyright statute of limitations runs for each infringement. So might be able to get damages for prior 3 years plus royalties going forward.
No, it's the first time you have notice of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it'll be the first time that there are different things. It's either the first time you notice it or when the claim arose. So once Mariah Carey recorded the song and put it out, or if for some reason he didn't hear it when it became a #1 hit song. Let's say he heard it in 1998, which will be a little bit more believable than this 2021 claim. Then it will start 3 years from 1998. But this 2021 claim, it's way, way out of there.
You've got generations of people that have lived with this song for so long, that have like grown up with this song at this point.
Mm-hmm. And now they're trying to replace it with his version? I don't think so, sir.
Please don't. I much prefer the Mariah Carey version.
No one's gonna like it anymore. We have Kristen M96 saying, is Vince Vance the person suing? I know that song too. Jumped on late, so I missed some. Yes, Vince Vance is the one suing about this song. So we have someone that heard of the song before the stream. So Maybe
one
it was,
person.
yeah, maybe it was disseminated. Okay. And we have Matt Bond saying, I want what they are smoking. Us or Vince Vance? I know we're giggling a
I
lot.
hope that means Vince Vance.
Oh, just running off a light sleep, not smoking anything over here.
Nope.
We have McKinney Lopez saying, after almost 30 years, now someone popped out of the woodworks claiming they wrote the song, shaking my head. That's exactly what we're looking at here. Popping out of the woodworks. Love it. Okay, Jennifer Miller says, oh boy, he's trying to get all her money. She has children to put through college, sir. Yes, think about the kids. And all the
and even if she didn't, she'd have a right to her own money.
exactly. And she probably already spent it. So you'll be waiting for that money for a long time, buddy. Well, they've already waited 30 years anyway, so maybe they can wait longer. We have Noodle saying, join the Bri Hive, like, subscribe, share, Bite Club, and Law and Lumber. Hit the bells. Oh, I need to add Rob to the description. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
not too good at this multitasking stuff. So if you guys have something to take away there, feel free to make comments, Alita and Rob.
Yeah. I'll read this next one. Elisa Ruiz says he probably figures it's worth a try, and maybe she'll settle and he'll get something, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, I mean, this could be worth just doing like a nuisance settlement, basically, where you say like this case is not going to go anywhere, but even just to file the motion to dismiss, it would cost a lot in hiring the attorneys involved to do everything. It's all going to be a huge hassle, and have them show up to court and all this stuff. So maybe it's cheaper for everyone if we just settle this out as basically, like I said, like a nuisance settlement. Toss like $5,000 or $10,000 his way, which sucks. Multitasking. Rob's multitasking too.
Yes, he is. Okay, I think I got him there. Okay, I got Rob linked in the description, so go ahead and sub to him if you're not already subbed to him, even though he had an amazing video blow up. So he's doing amazing already.
Of course.
Yes. We have Venture First saying he's going to settle for $6 and a Snickers at max. They would have to offer that to him first. But honestly, after him making this claim, like hiring lawyers to write up this motion, I don't think he would settle, even if they offered him a good amount of money. I don't know his financial situation.
I don't know. I would think that he would try to settle for somewhere around $30,000 or something, depending on how much he paid for this attorney. This could be someone who decided to work at a discount or something, or more than likely, probably what they said is that it could be on a contingency fee basis too. Basically, meaning where they say you don't have to pay us up front. We'll just take whatever percentage of whatever you get ends up being, depending on what stage in the litigation we're talking about. So I've worked at firms before where it's like before a complaint is filed, if we reach out to them and then they want to settle, and we end up settling it at that point before even getting a filing in, that it could be somewhere around like a 25% contingency fee or something. And then when you file the complaint, then it goes up to like 33% if you settle after that point. And then if you get into discovery, maybe more beyond that point. But or maybe not necessarily discovery, but maybe further on when you get to within a certain amount of time of trial, because your workload ends up going up more and more as you go along. But so my guess is this is probably on some kind of a contingency fee basis. And they're probably just like, let's see how much we can get.
Yeah, I've heard of like contingencies and like personal injury and stuff like that, because most of the time you're going to get money. But in something like this, me personally would not do it on a contingency fee. So I definitely would like to know what their setup is there.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're thinking, maybe we can convince her to just send us this really quick nuisance settlement. But if she decides to dig her heels in and say no, you can, go pound sand and I'm going to defend this claim, then it sucks for them because they may walk away with absolutely zero. And it sucks if you're the attorney working on a contingency fee basis on something like that.
Right. And I would definitely think it will be more of Sony responding than actually Mariah Carey, honestly.
That's
and just
also
listing
true.
her on. So they're not giving this up. They
Yeah.
are not giving up any money. Okay, we have Jill Strugus saying, all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. And Matt Bond said there is a song that, I mean, it's like a little, maybe it came from this song. I don't know.
I remember that song.
Yeah, my mom sung it to me a lot because my front teeth were gone at the same time.
Aww.
So
Aww.
it's an interesting story behind that, but we won't get into that today. Okay, we have Thomas Brown saying, "Watch
this is back when Bri used to be in Little Kid Fight Club."
I was not in Fight Club. Oh my gosh, I recently just told this story. Me and my fiance did like a little family get together, and I had to tell this story because the perpetrator was actually there. So I'll tell you guys this story. So I probably was about 6. I was about 6 or 7 years old, whatever age you are before your teeth comes out. And my teeth were not loose at all, but my cousin, who is the same age as me, and I were playing a game that we like to call feet fight, where you kind of lay on the couch on your back and you basically just like kick each other's feet. But somehow we kept kicking each other's mouth. So she kicked out one of my front teeth, and then my mom told us to stop playing, but we didn't listen. So we played again, and then I kicked out one of her front teeth, and my mom told us to stop playing, but we didn't listen, and we did it again, and she kicked out my other front tooth, and my teeth were not loose. So my teeth were missing for like a very long time because my teeth were not loose. So that is the story of how I lost my 2 front teeth in one day.
So what you're saying is Little Kid Fight Club was actually not that far off.
It wasn't that far off. It was not that far off. And but I'm proud to say my cousin is now a police officer and I'm a lawyer. So I think we learned some things over the years. Partner in crime on to being in the legal field.
Oh, that's so funny. And Rob, I'm sorry that we're making you feel old.
Did he say that?
He put up a sign earlier that was like feeling old.
We didn't say when it was. Okay.
Yeah. Only like a few years ago. I'm just kidding.
Just a few years ago. Yeah. Let's just say this song, Mariah Carey's song, has been out longer than that time. It was already out when we kicked each other's teeth out. Okay. So we have Thomas Brown saying, I watched Hogue this morning before work, came from watching Alita's stream from earlier today after work, and now I'm enjoying Bri's stream with dinner. Well, thank you so much for supporting LawTube. Yeah. Definitely love to see it. All right. We have Marissa M, and I'm getting behind in the chat, so I need to kind of catch up, saying if he's going to sue Alvin and the Chipmunks for singing All I Want for Christmas.
Yep.
Well, you know what? Alvin and the Chipmunks probably got their license from Sony and Mariah Carey. So they could.
Yeah.
If he wins on this one, then he could go after Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I suppose so.
And then we have Joel C saying, I liked it back in the early 90s. However, I also don't think it's Christmas till I hear Mariah Carey's song. Very, very accurate. I think a lot of people feel like that. You know, it's Christmas when that starts, even though Halloween just passed.
Or maybe it's just a few days away.
Yeah, exactly. We have 2 months leading up to Christmas, guys. And we have Jennifer Miller saying, Bri streams Tuesdays and Thursdays. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when she's live. Yes, exactly. She gives all the reminders that I need. Thank you, Jennifer, for that. Okay. I know I missed some super chats, so let me try to find them. And then, okay, I think that was the last one. And we have Matt Bond again with the super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, suing MC, he's getting coal for Christmas. And we also have
so.
Robinson, Alv, and Chippies are legit older than Mariah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I think what Bri was referring to is one of the more recent movies that came out, right? From Alvin. But yeah, I do remember, speaking of cassette tapes, I do remember as a kid, maybe it was an actual record. I can't remember, but we had maybe it was a cassette tape, actually, come to think of it. It was like Alvin and the Chipmunks, like special Christmas music. And I remember loving listening to it as a kid. And I don't know how my parents didn't like tear their eyeballs out from listening to it, because it is actually very difficult to listen to. If you like go back to it later, you're like, oh dear God, like what kind of fresh piece of hell is this? Because it's tough. It's really rough. Really rough.
I can only imagine. And we have Matt Bond saying, suing Mariah Carey, he's getting coal for Christmas. Maybe he was already getting coal, and so he decided to come after the money. I don't know.
Maybe he thought that the coal was Mariah Carey's fault.
Maybe. She took away his shine. That's what he said. He was unique and very popular. I don't know.
Very popular.
More popular than Mariah Carey? Couldn't be. Okay, we have Tanya D saying, still working, but I'm good. Glad you made it. Oh, I think you guys are talking to each other there. All righty, let me see here. We have CCM saying, Rob, it gets to be a lot by the time Christmas is over. As far as the Mariah Carey song. Yeah, fair. I agree. That is fair.
But that's when like for me, I don't know, maybe that's because like I usually like switch over to like classical music, like classical Christmas music. Because then, you know, or like Christmas music soundtracks, Christmas movie soundtracks. It makes things a little bit easier to sort of like maintain over the course of the Christmas season. But yeah,
for sure. And we have P. On a whole nother note, if Tasha K wins her appeal, I want the trial televised. I'm just saying TBC. I don't know what that stands for. I'm happy Cardi wins. Do you know what TBC means?
To be clear, maybe?
Oh, to be clear. Yep, probably. Yeah, I'm not good with the acronyms. So
I struggle with them all the time too. I'm not 100% certain that I'm right on this one.
We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Okay, we have Hella Swanky back in the stream. I'm talking to Emily Tracy, saying, oh, totally relatable. Glad your day's better. This is solid end of a rough day. Okay. Yep. I'm glad the stream is making some people's days.
Yeah.
Jennifer Miller says, my husband fixes our vehicles, but he doesn't do furniture. Rob, you need to start a business, Rob, if you don't already have one.
If you don't already have one, maybe two now at this point.
Well, I mean, like if he doesn't already sell his furniture.
Oh yeah.
And then let me go to this one actually. Mark says, to me, separate accrual rule says each time it's played is a new infringing act. I guess I'm not too familiar with that one all the way as it would relate to this case. I would think that he would have put that in the complaint if he wanted it to apply. He wouldn't have just started with the 2021. So I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that one, honestly, but could be a thing. I think Alita might be looking for it.
Yeah, I'm looking this up a bit.
Okay. So we'll wait till you get some results there, and then I'll move on to the super chat from Kristen M96. Thank you so much for the super chat saying, if Rob thinks Mariah Carey is bad, the knockoffs are worse. Yep, he nods. We have all the happy squirrels. I like that name. It's a cool name. Saying, if this guy can get 20 million plus, I should get the same for having been subjected to it these last 30 years. Yeah, he put us all in a bad position, right? I like the song. I'm sorry you guys don't like it. All right. We have Jennifer Miller saying, "Oh no, a settlement chaser. I didn't even think of that." Yeah, it could be a possibility that he is looking for just to get something out of the case. And we have Matt Bond with another super chat. Thank you so much, saying, "I think he found the lawyer on Wish." The chat is hilarious. We have Joel C saying, "I came because Legal Bites tweeted she would be here. So glad I showed up because yay, bonus Rob showed up. And I love being on a channel and then Rob shows up." But much love, bro. I definitely,
love
that was
it.
a good one.
Which district is Louisiana in again? I always forget. It's not Fifth Circuit, is it? Or which circuit, I should say.
Off the top of my head, I cannot tell you, but I can type it into Google.
I feel like because I know Texas is Fifth Circuit.
He said 10th. Rob says
10th Circuit. Either that, or he just wants to show us that he has empty hands.
Oh, it says 5th. It says for 5th Circuit, it's Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas.
Oh, okay.
But that's just off my Google search. The first thing that popped up.
It's what the Google box says.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Because there are some circuits that have rejected the separate accrual rule in copyright ownership disputes.
Mm-hmm.
So 7th Circuit apparently has rejected it. I don't know if the 5th Circuit has as well, but anyhow, I might start looking. This might require a little bit more of a deep dive into the separate accrual rule.
Mm-hmm.
But
and see if it's going to actually.
Yeah. It seems strange that he can just like sue forever just because her song is popular and out there. If he knew about this years and years and decades ago, even.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I also feel like I feel like it wouldn't be as relevant for a song, especially of that magnitude. But like you said, we probably have to do more research to see if it's even applying in this particular circuit. Because like we said earlier, sometimes latches does not apply in different circuits. But I hope it doesn't apply, honestly.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I lost my chat. I was just at, okay, here we are. McKinney Lopez says, "What are the statute of limitations for copyright claims?" So that is 3 years. You have 3 years to bring the copyright claim. There are 2 standards depending on what circuit you are, what state you're in. It could be from the time that the work was created. So as soon as Mariah Carey released the song or put it into the medium, or it could be from when the person found out. Like if you're living under a rock, so you didn't know about the song.
Or you've been, frozen in carbonite for the last 30 years. Right. And then exactly. Princess Leia just managed to melt you out of that carbonite. And then you wake up on Tatooine and you're like, what happened to Mariah Carey?
Right. And then we have Breathing in Spirit saying, "Hasn't Mariah already had to go through copyright claim lawsuit? I feel like time looping deja vu is happening right now." I'm not too familiar with Mariah Carey's copyright lawsuits before this, so I can't really answer that.
Yeah, I don't know of a previous claim, but there could have been.
Yeah, celebrities get sued a lot for copyright infringement, especially by like smaller artists. Okay. Yeah. And then we have Thomas Brown saying, "Honestly, I would enjoy just a nice live stream of Rob hanging out in the shop and working on things." Rob, there's a suggestion for your YouTube channel. Thumbs up. Yeah. He got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what he could do is actually just show this and like not even talk on it, right? Like silence himself, but then play like music in the background, which of course is not, or that he either has a license to or something, and just do that for like 4 hours. That's like the lo-fi hip hop study channels where like they play like really chill music for like 8 hours and people just sit and listen to it, or like coffee shop music or something. Sometimes at home we put that stuff on when like Mr. Bites is doing grad school work or something, and and I'm working on whatever. Sometimes we like to do that, just to have like relaxing ambiance kind of stuff. So Rob could totally do that with some kind of like chill music in the background and just have him like, in the shop. I don't know.
Yeah.
That could be worthwhile. People could probably enjoy watching that.
I think they will. And then we have Jennifer Miller. People were asking what happened with Natalie, saying Natalie wrote an article and Twitter thread that someone else used in their article without credit to Natalie.
Which
I don't think
it could be that they independently came up with those points as well. Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe.
But
it's
kind
of hard to prove.
We don't know yet. Yeah.
Natalie spotted a typo. So if they did, they used the same typo.
Oh, I did not know that.
Good info, Rob. Good info. Yeah. And so also, if you are not subscribed to Natalie, make sure to subscribe to her. We're going to be going live on her channel tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And she's having a debate. What was the guy's name? Lawboy or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was Lawboy.
So I think it'll be interesting if you guys want to hear a debate about the Johnny Depp trial.
Yes. Yeah, that'll be very interesting for sure.
And we have Sandra Ramirez saying, Bri, congrats on the engagement. Thank you very much.
Yay. Super exciting.
Exciting. Yeah, it was super exciting. My fingers were so swollen because we like hiked down like super incline hill. So like the pressure change and all kinds of stuff. So my ring didn't fit on the first day. So that was sad. Something's always happening to me, right? Because we have people coming in the chat saying Little Kid Fight Club. Devs beats. Alita, you made that a thing.
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
It's kind of funny, huh? Breathing in Spirit says we all were in Little Sibling Fight Club.
Yes, we were.
Yeah. Gotta stay off these streams. We have Myra M with a super chat of $1.99. Thank you so much. Says sounds like copyright troll that Leonard French talked about.
Huh.
Would it be probably a similar situation? I hope it's not the same person. Okay, I'm trying to get past all the little kid fight clubs. Okay. We have Andrea LC. Thank you for the super chat saying, first CD I got was Music Box by Mariah Carey, or by Mariah. I was 12 years old when it came out. I learned English in part with her songs. Love from Argentina. Well, thank you for joining all the way from Argentina. Yeah, nice. I heard, listening to music and watching TV shows will help you learn a language a lot faster than just trying to study it on your own.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And we got,
awesome.
Let me see, I'm trying to find some chats. Yeah, that is awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. And we have Jen saying Mariah and James Corden doing All I Want for Christmas on Carpool Karaoke is a new holiday fave.
Oh, that's so funny.
Andrea LC says Rob shouldn't work with his
Hey. No objectifying our guests.
I'm not going to read it, so Rob will have to come and find out what it said. We turned said Rob working hard to finish that Lindbergh mock-up.
Yep. That's awesome.
Awesome, yes. Little Galaxy 56 says the song could have inspired the newer version. Sentiment the same, just up-temped. That's possible, but it wouldn't necessarily be copyright infringement for $60 million either. But they would also have to show that Mariah Carey even knew about the song to be inspired by it. So
yeah. And she could have used it for her inspiration and still had enough of her own work that is original, that it's not copyright infringement.
We have Piano TM saying, I want a lawyer. So did Vince Vance. I'm sure you can find something that you may need a lawyer for. We have Hella Swanky saying, I don't even celebrate Christmas. I love the song. It's one of my few fave songs I actually enjoy. It's a classic. Yeah,
Yep.
I listened to Destiny's Child's 8 Days of Christmas all year or year long. So I can
That's
definitely
awesome.
understand. It doesn't have to be Christmas to enjoy. We have
Why not?
yeah. We have Triwa Lee Chin with the super sticker. Thank you so much. Pam Meyer says we all love Rob. Rob is getting the attention. He took over my show.
Of course. Of course. Ladies in the chat, they love seeing Rob.
We have Breathing in Spirit saying Good Logic's next stream is about Natalie. So make sure you guys head over to Good Logic if you want to hear what's going on with Natalie. He should have some pretty good details for you. And we have Thomas Brown saying, or just live stream with a little chat window for all of us to chat while he is building something in the shop. Rob, they are giving you the suggestions.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea. People are asking for it, so why not, right?
Yeah, give the people what they want.
Mm-hmm. And he's like multitasking, getting things done right now.
Yeah.
And we have Hella Swanky saying, so true. Bollywood is how I started learning Hindi on accident.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. We have Noodle, our moderator, saying, have a lovely evening, everyone. Thank you for the stream, Bri, Alita, and Rob. Well, thank you for joining and thank you for moderating. Definitely was given the hype ups too. We have Little Galaxy 56 saying Vance's lawsuit claims were basically a derivative work based on his song. That's what he's claiming, but I don't think he has enough facts to prove that, honestly, as a derivative work. Just from that one sentence, and I didn't look at how long Mariah Carey's song was, but that's probably going to play a role in it as well. That long of a song versus the short time of where she's saying all I want for Christmas is you. All right. We have Tanya D saying, Bri, I just sent a tweet with a picture of a cassette. Looks like for your younger viewers. Yeah. You guys got to check out the cassette tape. I'm sure we could show one, honestly. But I honestly don't have.
Find a picture.
I honestly don't have a lot of younger viewers compared to my older crowd, honestly.
Older crowd like Rob. I'm just kidding.
Rob's not even that old.
I know. That's why I'm kidding.
Yeah. Okay, let's bring up a picture of a cassette tape. Here we go. There's our cassette tape, guys. So you just put it in a radio and it plays music, just like a lot of other things that we put into radios to play music. So there's a cassette tape, and Tanya also tweeted one for us. So you'll be able to check that out on her Twitter. Okay. But we are coming to the end of the chat here. So we're going to get ready to wrap up. So let me just do 2 more chats, and then we're going to pop on out of here. So Fun Time saying, off topic, but did y'all see Johnny Depp responded to ACLU? I have not seen that. I live in like a little bubble.
We'll have to check that out for sure.
Yeah, I missed it. But we probably can update you at a later time, honestly. And then we have McGuffer saying, my dad and I used to build doll houses when I was disappeared when I was a kid. So now I feel like I should go call him. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Rob is inspiring phone calls to the dad. Yep, give him a call.
Yep, you never know what's going to happen in life. So definitely be sure when you remember your folks, definitely give them a call.
Definitely give them a call. And we have Jennifer Miller, our member. I think she was my first member, actually, and a moderator here in the chat, saying, please show some love, like, subscribe, and join to support Bri. Yes, definitely Hype Woman of the Year. So definitely, if you guys have not liked, or subscribe, make sure you do so. If you haven't subscribed to Legal Bites and Rob from Law and Lumber, Alita from Legal Bites, then go ahead and subscribe to them as well. They are linked down in the description. And thank you guys so much for joining me here live today. I know people have things to do. Some people have some sleep to get here, so I'm not trying to keep everyone super late today. So thank you, Alita, for joining me. Thank you, Rob, for joining me. And thank you, chat, for having a great time down here in the chat with me.
Aw.
And Rob says, today is 3rd anniversary of my dad's passing. Call him. Yes, definitely.
I'm so sorry to hear
call
that,
him.
Rob.
I'm sorry to hear that, Rob. And thank you for joining here on live stream and spending some time with us today on such an important day for you. All right.
Yeah.
So I will see you guys on Thursday. Next stream is on Thursday. And hopefully we have some more good topics pop up. So you guys have a good night and thank you.